Hello, I'm the Geordie Saver and welcome back to my channel. So this is my first mortgage overpayment update for 2025. So the exciting news is that I've managed to start a new tab on my spreadsheet. So I filled up 2024 and where we were at the end of 2024 was that in that year we had paid 9% of our mortgage, so based on the balance at the start of 2024, and we'd got our mortgage to just over £101,000, and we'd paid off £9,602 in that year. So let's have a look at the January figures, and I thought I'd change this, honestly. Right. You know what, we'll keep it authentic, and instead of re-recording this, I will show you my edits while I go. So I'm just going to put no border and then outside borders. Okay, and I'll save that. Cool. So the starting balance, as I said, was £101,387. We then make our standard payment of £510. And yeah, this is at a interest rate of 1.16%. The overpayment we made in January was £188. So £100 of that was a standard overpayment that we just pay every month, and then the £88 was a mix of Sprive overpayments from me and my partner. So I have an autosave on my Sprive mortgage overpayment app. So that was £25, and then the remainder was from my partner because he's actually really disciplined at using the reward feature on Sprive. So every time he does the shopping, he buys a voucher through the Sprive app, and then the cashback comes in the form of a mortgage overpayment, so that adds some money to the pot that you can then overpay your mortgage with. So over a few months, his was building up, and he had like 50 odd pound that he then transferred across. And then interest was £99. Now I love when it's the first month of the year because the interest amount is actually visible on the app. So for the mortgage provider that I use, the app just shows you the cumulative total in the year of the interest. So like when it gets to month 2, what you see is month 1 plus month 2. So if I want to work out what the interest was in February, I have to take month 1 away from the total, which is fine. But then what happens is if I look at the mortgage app a day too late, like if I look at it on instead of it being the last day of the month, I looked at it on the first day of the next month, then it'll have already added the interest for the first day of the next month. So it can be quite difficult if you're not on the ball with it. It can be quite difficult to work out what the monthly interest was. But on the first month of the year, like on the last day of the month, it shows you exactly what the interest was in that month. So it was £99.32. And if I just compare last January, the interest was £108.31. So that's like £8 a month. I know it seems small because it's a small interest rate at the minute, 1.16%, but that's £8 a month better off we are because of paying down the mortgage in that year. So, the £9,602 that we paid in 2024, it's meant that we pay £8 less interest a month. And then the end balance is £100,788. So we're getting very, very close to £100,000. Now, I don't want to spoil the February video, but it is a monumental video. That's all I'm going to say. All I'm going to say is we've hit a milestone in February that I've been working to for years. So I think I discussed in a previous video that I was going to hold off from making a big overpayment because of the emergency fund. But in February, I couldn't help myself because, as you can see here, we're so close to that £100,000 mark. But I won't say any more about that until February's video, which will come out in a couple of weeks. And then the balance paid off in the month was £599, which is really good. So then the totals, I mean, unsurprisingly, the totals, because it just sums up these rows above, the totals look exactly the same as the January ones. And then we have got these figures. So the percentage paid off in 2025. So that's 1%, because, you know, I paid off £600, and that's £600 out of 101,387. So sorry, you'll be able to see the cells highlighted. So it's that divided by the top one. Total overpayment so far is 26,531. And then the current mortgage end date is January 2044. At the moment, this end date reduces, like, when I next remortgage, so it'll show the impacts of my overpayments then, or if I make an overpayment of over £500 a month, then it does that recalculation. So yeah, I feel good about 2025, because it's like, yes, this is the year that our mortgage balance is going to go within the 90s, which will be really good. I'm conscious, as I say on every video, that my emergency fund needs some attention. So I don't think I'm going to, apart from February, which was, you know, a one-off of, which you'll see, of like paying a big overpayment. I think the plans for the rest of 2025 will probably be just to keep matching the mortgage interest. So I'm at least knocking £510 off the mortgage each month, while I build my emergency fund. But yeah, I thought I'd do a nice quick video this Saturday morning, and I'll see you on the next video.